This is a day in the life of Caladog, High King of Battania. I wake up at 7 a.m. to the sound of sea raiders looting my villages. Again. I briefly consider doing something about it, but then I remember there's a tournament in Dunglanis today, and I really need a new shiny helmet. At 8 a.m., I polish my legendary sword and stare at my reflection for 30 minutes, wondering why everyone keeps betraying me. Must be jealousy. Definitely not my personality. By 9 a.m., I start my first war of the day. I declare war on Vlandia because one of their peasants looked at me funny. At 10 a.m., I lose my first fief of the day. Shocked, I gather an army of 1,200 men to retake it. I forget to bring enough food. Half the army deserts by lunchtime. At 12 p.m., I host a speech rally to inspire my remaining soldiers. I tell them about the glorious Battanian past and how we used to own half the continent. Nobody listens because they're too busy eating grass for sustenance. At 1:30 p.m., I participate in another tournament. I win, obviously. No one congratulates me. I award myself a horse and a self-esteem boost. At 3 p.m., I receive a letter from my vassals asking if I could possibly, consider not starting another war today. I declare war on them too, just to be safe. By 4 p.m., another Battanian castle falls. I blame the player character. I don't know who they are yet, but it feels right. At 5 p.m., I remember the time I sent raiders to murder an innocent family, and now their kid is wandering around Calradia looking for revenge. Good times. At 6 p.m., I spy on the council meeting. I overhear Durthert from Vlandia calling me Caladog. I challenge him to a duel. I lose. I say it was best of 3. At 7 p.m., I award myself another tournament prize. This one is a slightly shinier sword. It's almost enough to distract me from the fact that Battania has been reduced to 3 trees and a shack. At 8 p.m., I try to recruit more clans to Battania. They all ask about that whole mass betrayal at the Battle of Pendrick thing. I tell them it was a strategic retreat. They don't buy it. At 9 p.m., I sit alone by the campfire and write angry letters to the Southern Empire. I misspell half the words. At 10 p.m., I start another war, this time with the Kuzites. I've never even been to the Kuzite steppes, but it's the principle of the thing. At 11 p.m., I lose another village. I write it off as the natural cycles of Battanian life. At midnight, I go to bed dreaming of a glorious Battanian empire. When I wake up tomorrow, I'll have even fewer fiefs, even fewer friends, and somehow even more enemies. But at least I'll still have my shiny tournament prizes. And that's a day in the life of Caladawgg.